It brings me great sadness to have to say that we've lost another key figure from the world of Alien. Ron Cobb, futurist and concept designer who worked on the first two films in the franchise, passed away on September 21st of this year at the age of 83. With him, he leaves behind an incredible and highly influential legacy. The Alien series has always felt like it has come with this embarrassment of riches when it comes to the talent behind it. Some of the world's finest filmmakers, actors, and artists have contributed to these movies. I think it's a unique trait of this series that a lot of the spotlight and credit makes its way to artists in particular, since very so often they're the unsung heroes behind the scenes. But needless to say, an artist such as H.R. Giger is associated with the success of Alien just as much as Ridley Scott. And such an association really reminds us of what a collaborative process making a film really is. So many talented people are bringing their work together to create something special, something hopefully audiences haven't seen before. Ron Cobb undoubtedly is a name we as Alien fans place importance in citing when it comes to those who brought together our beloved world of Alien. Cobb and other talented artists such as Chris Foss brought a futuristic plausibility into this world and entered it into this perfect marriage with Giger's work, in which the real and surreal fused together into the nightmare that unfolded before audiences in 1979. After all, the appeal of Alien isn't just that there's a scary monster, it's that it haunts a very real-feeling futuristic environment. Ron Cobb's work was crucial in finding that balance, and of course, the results speak for themselves. And Alien continues to scare audiences in ways that few movies can do 40 years on. To Ron Cobb, we can credit the orbit and landscapes of LV-426, much of the Nostromo's interiors, the spacesuits, and several concepts of how certain scenes in the first Alien film would play out. Cobb worked together with Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett very early on in the stages of Alien, and helped form a lot of the key visuals we would ultimately see in the film. This includes moments such as the alien cocoon, the facehugger, and he even provided a very early design of the alien itself. This design, of course, wasn't used, but remains a fascinating piece of Alien in its embryonic pre-production stage. Cobb's original paintings are credited in helping generate interest in the Alien script, which aided in giving an idea of the film's visual potential. It all really began with about 10 paintings commissioned in 1976 and a few sketches from Cobb, presented with O'Bannon and Shusett's script, struggling its way through Hollywood. Years later, it made its way to becoming the classic film we all know and love. Without Cobb's art, and helping O'Bannon and Shusett get their script's foot in the door, Alien may very well have never been made. We owe him a lot. Much like with the alien species itself, Cobb came back with a vengeance when it came time for James Cameron's sequel, Aliens, and the depths of futuristic imagination were explored even further. Thanks to Cobb, we have the designs of the dropship, including the Bug Stomper logo. We have the layout of the Hadley's Hope colony, including the atmosphere processor. And of course, the APC, one of the coolest, most memorable fictional vehicles ever committed to film. It's maybe only topped by the time-traveling DeLorean from Back to the Future, which he also designed. Beyond the Alien films, he's made countless contributions to design seen in other films, including Star Wars, Conan the Barbarian, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Total Recall, another James Cameron favorite, The Abyss, and, of course, the precursor to Alien from Dan O'Bannon, Dark Star. Prior to his work in film, he had great success and popularity as a cartoonist for the Los Angeles Free Press. During an especially turbulent time in American history, during the 60s and 70s, his work didn't hold back. It ranged from the absurd to the provocative and politically urgent. Very impressive stuff that can still be viewed today in released publications collecting this art, as well as on his website, roncobb.net. His passing inspired words over social media from admirers and collaborators to extend their condolences. This included Mark Hamill, who portrayed Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars films. He had this to say: "Ron Cobb was a giant in his field. His impact on sci-fi and fantasy films is immeasurable. Thank you for a lifetime of brilliant contributions and your incomparable imagination." One thing I actually learned from looking at that Twitter thread that I think may be worth sharing is that a Jedi character from the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series was inspired by Cobb and his creature design from the original film. In tribute, this character was named Ron Cobb. I think that's really nice. That's a high honor from the world of Star Wars. Ron Cobb was an enormous talent, and the loss we all feel today is equally so. He passed away due to complications from Lewy body dementia. If you've been hearing more about this disease in the past few months, it may be because it's getting more spotlight in the public conversation from a recent documentary, Robin's Wish. This is the same disease that afflicted Robin Williams, and that documentary goes into a lot of details of what this illness is, what it does to the mind and body, and what's still being learned about it. It's an especially cruel form of dementia. It's hard to diagnose, it's hard to treat, and it affects over 1 million individuals in the United States alone. If you have a moment, please consider visiting the Dementia Society of America's website and consider donating to help further research that hopefully one day brings us a cure. For now, we say goodbye to the great Ron Cobb, a titan of imagination, a science fiction maestro. And as we say goodbye, it is with sadness, but also with gratitude. We are indebted to his work and his influence. His work will continue to charm audiences of the first 2 Alien films for years to come, and will surely continue to inspire others in the pursuit of creating art depicting the possibilities of our technology and the future of mankind. Rest in peace, Ron. Thank you very much for watching, fellow Alien fans. Let's continue to cherish this man's great work and continue our visits to this amazing science fiction universe he helped make possible. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Until then, this is Alien Theory, signing off.